CRISPR Roots 21. I missed last week, I think for a legitimate reason, which is that I couldn't find two albums that I really loved. Now, I usually don't have much trouble finding music I really love. I mean, I like to listen like a critic. That is, I like a lot of what I listen to be new. Right? I'm kind of proud of that. I'm not just listening to the stuff I listened to in 1982 or something like that. But at any rate, I didn't find something I really wanted to talk about last week. It made me a little anxious, like I'm supposed to do this, but I didn't do it. And I hope that just increases my credibility. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do find albums I love. And if I don't, then I won't talk. So today, we've got two really interesting items. Martha Spencer, La La Land. And Blue Collar Gospel, a compilation of great bluegrass artists doing songs, gospel songs by Rick Lang, eminent and wonderful bluegrass songwriter whose many artists have covered his work, and he's not only a gospel songwriter, but these are his gospel songs with a number of my favorite bluegrass artists presenting them. Blue Collar Gospel from the pen of Rick Lang, and La La Land by Martha Spencer. Let's start off with Martha Spencer. She's from Southwest Virginia, and I tried to look up the place where she's from. What is it? White Top Mountain, Virginia. Far southwestern Virginia, it seems like. And, right near the Tennessee border. That's really a good place for a country music artist to be from, if you ask me. I don't want to give her too much credit just for having been born somewhere or whatever, or residing somewhere, but that's near where Jim and Jesse came from, and Ralph Stanley, and the Carter family. Okay. All right, and I didn't find this on Apple Music, for example. I mean, it's all up on Apple, but it's not one that they've been promoting on the Americana section and new releases or something. They should be, though. Martha Spencer is really cool. She's a bold and somewhat pitchy soprano. She's pitchy in a way that is, I think, perfect. And she's a marvelous songwriter as well. Really strong in a very traditional vein with contemporary touches, especially in the lyrics, man. I don't think you can mistake this for an album from 20 years ago or even though it's so traditional, because lyric themes and just somehow the tone is now. I do think she's a pretty nice writer. Let's try this one. Abducted by Your Love.
Abducted by your love, I feel like I'm flying, but I can't identify. Abducted by your love, spinning around like a disc off the ground. Abducted by your love, abducted by your love, abducted by your love, going way up in a rocket ship. Ain't never felt something quite like this. Abducted by your
Right. Okay. How about that? Love as an alien abduction. I don't think that's one I ever heard before, like that metaphor. Feeling it though, right? And I'm sorry if Martha's been abducted by love. Alien love. I hope she's been abducted by good love. I just like the way that sounds, though, too. In every way. Nice country waltz or whatever. Real basic with a real sharp lyric, and a cool singing style. Bold and very distinctive. A lot of this stuff is, I guess if there's a lyric theme of this album overall, it's being crazy in a maybe delightful, happy way, like in the title cut La La Land, or a song called Cuckoo. Right? I mean, maybe the mental illness is a little more disturbing than she's letting on here. But these are very delightful and kind of funny songs. How about the wild title cut?
Pardon me, I was just out in outer space. Pardon me if I had that funny look on my face. I was chasing comets, dancing round the moon, out in La La Land, in my little room, out in La La Land. Oh, the lights seem to bend my mind understands. Out in La La Land, la la la,
I'm finding this album very wonderful. That reminds me of Marty Stewart's album last year, which I've talked about because I really loved it, called Altitude, which is kind of psychedelic traditional country. This song could go, and the arrangement too, could go effortlessly onto that album. And like I said, I think it feels contemporary. I'm not sure how to say exactly why on the lyrics and everything. But boy, it's, and she's reminding me a little bit of someone like Iris DeMent, or I don't know, Suzy Roach or something like this, like a rather eccentric singer. You gotta some people will feel that and some will not, I guess, you know what I mean? It'll irritate some people and please others, and definitely pleases me though. I was just so happy to find this album last night. Okay. Didn't see too much I love lately, I guess. Or not real lately. Last month I did. Now I want to say this about her too. She's not just amusing. Not just out there in your face and saying I'm cuckoo. But she does that well. But she can really sing a country song, okay? And, I don't know, she can move you too. So how about this for just a solid country song and a solid country performance? West Texas Wind by Martha Spencer.
midnight in West Texas, the wind blows and blows, the coyotes stalk where the longhorn cattle roam. I sit out in the darkness and try to listen in, but all I can hear is the West Texas wind. Love, love,
Where do the lies stop and the truth begin? West Texas wind. Right. I think I misstated the title of the album, which is Out in La La Land. 12 cuts. I like them all. Right. There's a number of things here I'd like to introduce you to. I'd like to play them all in full, of course. For example, Woman of the Road. They have a nice feminist touch too. Tomorrow is a long time. Do I ever cross your mind? Isn't that a Dolly Parton song that she covers? Beautifully, okay? I mean, you got to be pretty bold to do that.
Sometimes I go walking through fields where we walked long ago, and the sweet used to be, and the flowers still grow, but they don't smell as sweet as they did when you picked them for me. And when I think of you and the love we once knew, how I wish we could go back in time. Do you ever think back on old memories like that? Or do I ever cross your mind?
Oh, that is very good. She's duetting there and on several songs here with a mysterious person, maybe her partner or something, I don't know. Certainly her duet partner, named simply Archer. Now, Archer sounds like he's coming. He sounds like an aged Merle Haggard or something like this. I'd like to know a lot more about Archer. Okay, and I'd like to find some Archer albums. Are there any Archer albums? Maybe not. I think I tried to look that up. All right, let's make a transition. Now, let's talk about some bluegrass gospel. And the songs of Rick Lang. Now, one reason I haven't done too much bluegrass, like straight bluegrass on CRISPR Roots, but that is what I listen to as much as anything. I probably would be at the Gettysburg Bluegrass Festival today, where a number of these artists are playing that are on this album, Blue Collar Gospel, songs of Rick Lang, but it's raining, like it's going to be raining hard all day and kind of cool. I've been at a bluegrass festival on days like that, and I guess I'm going to try tomorrow, maybe. Hoping there's some gospel Sunday morning at the Gettysburg Bluegrass Festival. But, okay, so, I mean, like I say, a number of my favorite artists over the last decade appear here or more. Dave Adkins. Becky Buller, who has a new album out, too, on her own, new solo album. I'm still listening to it. Alan Bybee, the great mandolin virtuoso. Donna Ulisse. Now, that's someone I've often seen at the Gettysburg Bluegrass Festival. What a lovely singer with a great band. She does a little bit more like him here, a song by Rick Lang. Alecia Nugent. I mean, like, these are some of my favorite artists, man. And then there's ones I don't know so well, like Barry Abernathy of Appalachian Roadshow and stuff like this, okay? Darin and Brooke Aldridge. I love Darin and Brooke Aldridge. They had a new album out a couple months ago. Very lovely. Okay. Now, Rick Lang's songs, which I didn't know these songs. They have a simple essence. They sound like sort of classic hymns. They'll be like each one is built around a very simple, direct gospel thought. Like "Rise Above It All," the Becky Buller song. "Everyday Blessings" by Daryl Mosley and J. Lee Roberts. I want to know more about J. Lee Roberts, who sounds great here. A little bit more like him is the Donna Ulisse song, "Catch Me When I Fall." Like these are, they're original songs, but they're kind of built around classic sentiments in a way that makes them sound kind of eternal. So I think that these are very strong songs. I understand why whoever put this together wanted to do a various artists version of gospel songs by Rick Lang, because they have a simple power to them in their message. If you were converted to Christianity by gospel music, would that be wrong? Like if you got persuaded aesthetically rather than intellectually, that would sound kind of weird. Maybe it's more common than I think. Maybe it happened to me though. All right, let's try. All right, well, how about Becky Buller? Like I say, nice new album out this week, I think. But this cover, or this version of Rick Lang's "Rise Above It All," Becky Buller and Nathan Woodard.
God sent down his only son to save a rich like me. He offered up salvation to those who would believe. But some would come against him, disgrace his holy name. His love for us was greater than the price he had to pay. Rise above it all, rise above it all. Stay true to the Father and answer the call. 'Cause our Savior never wavered from the cradle to the cross. And because of his sweet victory, we can rise above it all.
Right. Now, the first time I heard that, I had the feeling like I must have heard that 40 years ago. Right? I must have been listening to that at bluegrass festivals or whatever, or, I don't go to that kind of church where they might play that, I guess. But it didn't strike me as a new song or a song I hadn't, but it's a song I never heard before. I'm not sure when he wrote it. He's an older guy, Rick Lang. Has a classic feel, doesn't it? Rise Above It All. Becky Buller is really a fine multi-instrumentalist. Again, I've seen her a number of times at Gettysburg and elsewhere around here. She seems to come to Central PA a lot. She's a fiddle virtuoso, really, and also plays banjo and a bunch of other instruments, I think. And a fine singer, too, Becky Buller. Or there's a certain sound that really moves me. I guess it's high tenor. We would call it. And that's a paradigm bluegrass sign, a sound. Oh hell, I'm trying to find this. Let me give you an example of it. And I'm always looking for someone that can do this. This is Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver with Russell Moore on lead high tenor vocals. This is the late 80s, I think. Beyond the Sunset, an a cappella version. This is one of my favorite performances ever, and I just wanted to compare one song on the Blue Collar Gospel to this, but I wanted an excuse to play this too.
My soul is now thrilling with joy he is feeling when I think over life's sea. Our loved ones are waiting there now, congregating beyond the sunset for me. Beyond the sunset in that better home, angels are waiting to carry me home. In heaven with Jesus I'll be. Cares of this life will all vanish away. Jesus will shine as the light of the day. Beyond the sunset for me.
Right. Now, this one, I think, is a tribute to that specific song. It's credited to Barry Abernathy, but I believe the high tenor vocal is by John Medor, Meador, from Authentic Unlimited. That's the name of a group. Authentic Unlimited. Not feeling that. I might have avoided them a little bit because I don't like that name for a group, but whatever. But that would have been a mistake probably if they're singing like this.
Each step that I take as I make my way home, my sights firmly set on the sun. Towards Canaan's fair shore, I'll keep pressing on till my life's journey is done. Just beyond the river, cold river of Jordan, lies that beautiful city Foursquare. Just beyond those banks, those dark stormy banks, dear loved ones await over there. There's still bridges to cross when I reach troubled waters, clinging to God's guiding hand. Way off in the distance, I see that sweet summit, the beauty of Beulah Land. Just beyond the river, cold river of Jordan, lies that beautiful city Foursquare. Just beyond those banks, those dark stormy banks, dear loved ones await over there.
I love that beautiful shit. It makes me want to believe. All right. I mean, I don't know what to play because I love all these artists and I love all these songs. But let's try. I know you all know Darin and Brooke. I mean, that's one of the most eminent bluegrass acts working now. Darin and Brooke Aldridge, Aldridge, Aldridge. Not. I don't think they're related to Mike Aldridge, the great dobro player from the Seldom scene. They spell a little bit differently. But let's just try a little Darin and Brooke and their beautiful harmonies.
Right there in the Holy Bible, you'll find truth on every page. It is a map to your salvation. Only follow your soul be saved. He is the truth, the rock of ages. He is the light that shines each day. He is the way to our salvation. Get on your knees and praise His name. God is the truth throughout the way.
I should have let that go, at least the turnaround. Nice little bluesy thing too. And like I say, the classic feeling of the writing, right? Like, 'cause these, again, they feel like standards, even though I hadn't heard any of them before, I don't think. Like I said, I want to play everything. One of my favorite artists, as I've said, she disappeared for a while to become a city manager somewhere, is in Virginia, I think, is Alecia Nugent. Here's On the Tips of Angels' Wings by the lovely Alecia Nugent.
Fly away on the tips of angels' wings, high above the clouds, where the joy bells ring. When Jesus calls my name, I'm gonna shout and sing, as I rise up to heaven on the tips of angels' wings. I won't be here much longer in this bed. I can see them hover overhead. Don't you worry about me, don't you weep and moan. Come the morning, I'll be going home. I will fly away on the tips of angels' wings, high above the clouds, where the joy bells ring. When Jesus calls my name, I'm gonna shout and sing, as I rise up to heaven on the tips of angels' wings.
Right, and it's high-end bluegrass. So there's just no doubting that any person playing any instrument is a frigging virtuoso, okay? It's the playing is outstanding, and it has to be, or it doesn't even count as bluegrass. And it really is consistently, like, these are great bluegrass bands that are working this album. All right, so that's, let me grab this. That's Martha Spencer, and that's Blue Collar Gospel, the songs of Rick Lang. And that is CRISPR Roots 21. I'm glad to be back at it, because I do enjoy it. That was a long one, though, I guess.